Warning, this video does contain constant stuttering, so viewer discretion is advised. Before the video starts, I just want to say that subtitles are available, so if I misspell or mispronounce a word, make sure you have subtitles on just in case. Also, be sure to follow me on my socials, which will be linked in the description below. Thanks for listening and enjoy this video. On May 9th, 2014, Michael Jackson's second posthumous album, XSCAPE, was released. The album featured 8 previously unreleased tracks from Jackson's extensive archive, dating from 1980 to 2001. The tracks were selected from a vast collection of demos and recordings by Epic Records CEO L.A. Reid, who curated the album. The project aimed to modernize Jackson's unreleased material while staying true to his original vision. Producers such as Timbaland, L.A. Reid, Rodney Jerkins, Stargate, and John McClane were brought in to remix and update the tracks. The result is a blend of Jackson's classic sound with contemporary production techniques appealing to longtime fans and new audiences. The album cover was designed by Matt Maitland, and it features Jackson in a space-like imagery. The picture of Michael was previously unseen and taken in 1997 during a photo shoot for Blood on the Dance Floor. The album went on to have multiple cover art scrapped as well. One of them, also done by Maitland, depicted younger Michael surrounded by many obscure objects, notably Jackson's pet chimpanzee Bubbles. Another scrap artwork was later featured as a poster included in the physical copies of the album. Once again, the image of the King of Pop was borrowed from the Blood on the Dance Floor shoot. The lead single from XSCAPE is Love Never Felt So Good, a duet with Justin Timberlake. The song was written by Paul Anka and recorded in 1980. This collaboration was going to end up on Anka's 1983 album, Walk a Fine Line. Unfortunately, it didn't make the final cut and ended up on Johnny Mathis' album, A Special Part of Me, a year later.
So good.
In 2006, a low-quality version of the demo would leak online. The track was edited for the Michael album 4 years later, cutting out the intro, although it stayed unreleased. In the same year of its creation, this edit would leak online. The track was finally fully worked on for the XSCAPE album, and 2 versions were made for it. A solo version produced by John McClane, and a duet between Michael and Justin Timberlake produced by Timbaland and J-Rock. Love Never Felt So Good received 2 music videos for both of the released reworks, one of which premiered on May 14, 2014 on the Ellen DeGeneres Show. The video features Justin Timberlake and fans dancing and mimicking Michael's moves and paying tribute to the King of Pop. Another video was uploaded on May 15 titled Classic MJ x Love Never Felt So Good, which was more of a compilation of old Jackson footage. The song became a commercial success, reaching the top 10 in several countries. Other notable tracks on the album include Slave to the Rhythm, A Place with No Name, and Chicago. Now, the lore and background behind Chicago deserves a video within itself. I'll probably make a separate video discussing the song next week, but to summarize, Chicago was originally titled She Was Loving Me and recorded in 1999 for Jackson's 10th album, XSCAPE, but was later scrapped. Shortly after Jackson's death, the track was heavily considered and mixed by Jackson's nephew, Tyrell Jackson, for the infamous Michael album, but was cut a second time. Years later, the track eventually appeared on XSCAPE with updated production by Timbaland and J-Rock. The song picked up popularity sometime in 2022 on TikTok, as many videos started being made under the audio alongside Heaven Can Wait, a slowed down version of Beat It and Rock With You. Thanks to its popularity on TikTok, the song reached over 250 million streams on Spotify. Lovin' You was initially recorded during the early Bad sessions in October 1985, and it's a playful summer ballad about Michael having a lovely stay-at-home retreat from the outside world with his lover. The song is reminiscent of the Motown era with a soulful melody and a pleasant bass line. Another song that deserves his own video essay is A Place with No Name, which is the first leaked unreleased song since Michael's untimely death in 2009. Originally released as a 24-second snippet shortly after his death, the full-length version was finally revealed in December 2013. A Place with No Name is Michael Jackson's rendition of the British rock band America's song A Horse with No Name. And again, another song that deserves its own video essay, Slave to the Rhythm, was written by L.A. Reid and Babyface and recorded by Jackson in 1991 for the Dangerous album, but failed to make it to the final cut. Okay, I'm just gonna say on the record that there are a lot of songs on Michael Jackson's catalog that deserves its own video, especially songs from XSCAPE. I'll probably make separate videos for each one in the coming weeks. Anyway, in 2010, this song was considered for the Michael album, but was later scrapped and remained unreleased. The 2010 version was reworked by Tricky Stewart, and that version leaked in December of that year. Years later, a duet remix with Justin Bieber was made, and eventually it leaked in August 2013. Though it was not officially released, the remix received widespread negative feedback from fans and critics. On May 18, 2014, a hologram of Michael Jackson performed Slave to the Rhythm at the 2014 Billboard Music Awards as a Pepper's Ghost Illusion. The set stage and the backup dancers were also a result of Pepper's Ghost Illusion. That moment also deserves its own video. Do You Know Where Your Children Are was initially recorded in 1987, and in the song, Michael narrates the events of a young girl who's fallen victim of neglect and sexual abuse. This song was recorded during the Bad sessions, although it never made it to the final cut. Blue Gangster was initially recorded in 1998 and leaked in 2010. The official version now features a funky string arrangement and is produced by Timbaland. In 2006, an earlier version that featured a rap verse from Pras, a member of the Fugees, was leaked online. And fun fact, I used this version as the opening song for my fan-made album, The Future 5th Anniversary Edition. The link is in the pinned comments and description below. And finally, we have the title track Escape, which was recorded in 1999 during the Invincible sessions with Rodney Jerkins. The song was worked on until 2001, but didn't make the final cut. In 2002, an early version of Escape from 1999 leaked online. Jackson's team threatened online users that if the song didn't stop being spread around, Michael would never release it, to which I discussed the subject in my first video essay from almost 2 years ago. In 2013, Darkchild returned to working on the track to rework for the XSCAPE album completely. The song was now more upbeat and featured a much more modern pop production. This version initially included a sample rap verse from Tupac Shakur, specifically from his 1998 posthumous song Changes. This version was confirmed not to be featured on the album before its release, and it's unknown if it will ever come out. Meanwhile, a 2001 demo of Escape was put out on the album's deluxe edition, known to be the most recent mix of the song.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Get a crack to the kids, who the hell cares? One less hungry mouth on the welfare.
The XSCAPE album received mixed reviews from critics, with some praising the updated production and Jackson's timeless vocals, while others questioning posthumous releases' ethics. Despite the controversy, it debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, number 1 on the Billboard's Top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart in the US, and was number 1 in its first week of release worldwide sales and achieved commercial success worldwide.
What Michael Jackson means to me is multiple great moments in my life and multiple great moments, I think, in the history of pop culture and the influence and the impact that he's had on other artists. He's simply the greatest ever.
And that's the end of this week's video. I hope I was able to keep you all informed. I apologize for the quality of my voice. I just got back from an art festival and these pollen allergies have been kicking my ass. But I appreciate the support and patience. Be sure to leave a like and comment on what I should talk about in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon so you won't miss my latest videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.